But I can confirm to you, in the government defense, I play number 9. I'm a key striker when it comes to agitating for the government's welfare at Jivanji Gardens. Reasoning being, at one point, it is not about feelings. It is about the actual facts that are eminent. And at one point, you realize Kenyans always complains about the government, not with this government, even the successive governments, because people expect results immediately. And that one is so tenable. And the moment they'll realize how the government operation goes, I think it will be minimizing their level of agitation. Because, like, if you see, the majority who are complaining are young guys. The young guys complain not because they are wrong, but it is because they act from the naive point of view. They don't know how the government operates. Because, like, let's say, when the president says we are going to deliver affordable housing, you can never build affordable housing in 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 years. At times, it forces the government to spread the funding model of a project. It might overlap through 3 consecutive fiscal years. Yes.
So kumaanisha venye umesema hapo hivyo, like government haivai ikichukua uongozi leo haivai kudeliver in hiyo term amepewa, lazima aongezewe ingine. That's what you mean?
I've not said lazima waongezewe wengine. What I'm saying, from the way Kenyans are complaining, they complain on the basis of expecting immediate results. Like, let me give you an overview. There are projects that were started by President Kibaki then, ikiwemo the enormous infrastructure we are seeing today, the southern bypass, the northern corridor, the road networks. These things emanated with Kibaki from the plan.
Expressway.
The expressway is a blueprint of Mheshimiwa Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. But you see, the end game was completed by Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. The same is even apparent now. Like the Mau Mau Road, you expect it was a project that started from the Uhuru government. You expect the government to finish it because already it is in the government's plan. Are you getting what I'm saying? So some of these things they cut across, and there's never government that is going to come in and come up with other projects and leave the projects that were already running. Not unless that leader is ambiguous. Are you getting that? Yes.
Okay. Mali tu mali huko hapo hivyo.
Yes.
Ukiangalia kama ile hiyo affordable houses ilipeana juzi recently,
Yes.
kumaanisha Uhuru ndo alianzisha hizo project, si Ruto vile alisema. And nataka uongelee pia, inasemekana wenye walipewa hizo manyumba si wenyeji wa mkuru wa Njenga vile ilisemekana kwa media. How can you prove that?
Let me tell you. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. If you go to my place where I was born, from the time I came out of college, I started working in the coast. Anytime I went back to where I'm born, my own mother will ask me, Mutu wa Mombasa, when are you going back? Remember, that's our home. At one point, I've gone there to stay, but they'll ask me, when are you going back? If you go back where I was born, they call me a person from Mombasa. Because some of them have not even known I'm already in Nairobi. The people who have known I'm in Nairobi, they'll call you a person from Nairobi, Mutu wa Nairobi. But remember, I was given birth to there. What does that one mean? My friend, you are entitled to stay anywhere in this country. Let me come back to the version of acquisition of those houses. There's a mode of how people acquire those houses. It is not a must. When you are staying there, you have to be given a house if you've not applied for it. Are we together? So there's a criteria the government has given out for you to apply to get that house. And if at all you don't need it, must you be given? Let me tell you, there was a program of dealing away with the slums in Kibera. This program that was run when Raila was the Minister of Public Works, Roads and Housing. Then later on it was hived housing from the Public Works and Housing and given to Kimunya. The houses that were built then were given to the residents of those areas. But believe me, that house was supposed to be paid 1,000 every month. As that we are talking today, you go to those houses, you will get V8 parked there, TX, Range Rover Sport, you name them, Porsche, Jeep. What has happened? These people sold these houses. They sold them out. Reasoning being, somebody says, even this one, they are going to sell them. Somebody is taking about a bed sitter at 3,900. Then again, bed sitter around that area is going for 6,000, 7,000, up to 12,000, depending on the shape of the house. So because of those houses, and they have lived, basically they are going to sell them out for 12,000. You get 12,000, you go and pay the 3,000 the government requires every month, you remain with a cool 7,000. Are you getting what I'm saying? And with the fullness of time, the person who is paying this house will at one point, there's a way they do it. They tell you, gentlemen, now that this house have stayed here, can't we just agree, we offset one another, I give you, let's say, 500,000, then I remain paying the half. They'll give it out. What am I saying? Mimi upenda Kiswahili kidogo, mbali ya kwamba dialect yangu si ya Kiswahili. But because nimekaa Mombasa kiasi, labda utajua kwa sababu na srab kama Mjaluo, lakini upenda Kiswahili sana. Waswahili usema, wamoja ni wamoja, hata ukampa 10 atapoteza 9, baki na hiyo yake mwa. And that one, what the law of the average dictates. You remove those people who are staying in Kibra. You take them to Karen. You take those who are in Karen, you take them to Kibra. If you compare the setup after 1 year, the people who have gone to Kibra from Karen shall have made Kibra to look like Dubai. And those who are staying in Karen will make Karen to remain like a ghost town. What are we saying? It is because our per capita. So let me tell you, this narrative that those people who are given houses in Mukuru are not the genuine people. The legality of you acquiring that house is pegged on the due process. You have to request, you have to be listed. Then if the whole project is over, you are being handed over the key.
What was the criteria kuacquire your nyumba?
I think that one I'll have to take you back, go and check. There's a code you have to apply. It is *8 something. I cannot remember. I'm old. Then you go to my house. Then you proceed with what? Doing what? With the registering. Once you've registered, then when that approval comes, then you start. You choose the house you want. If you want the bed sitter, if you want the 1 bedroom, if you want the 2 bedroom, it progresses that way.
That code umesema unafinya something
Yes.
that. Was it for that area watu wa Mukuru ndo wanafaa kufanya hivyo ama all Kenyans?
Let me tell you, gentlemen, this issue is not about Mukuru. We are not doing slum upgrading. What the government is doing, the government is availing houses. We are setting out housing plan because even if you go to Migori, down in Masara, there's housing program going there. Are you getting that? And that housing program inatengenezwa pale kwa sababu ya kuna MTC inajengwa pale, kuna so many facilities the government is coming out with. So what is the government is doing? It's just trying to avail houses. It is not that it is given out for identical people to go and take them. I want it to be very clear. The government is bringing houses up to sort out the mess of the housing. Even if now, let's say there's one in Nyeri, and I want to own an house in Nyeri, I'll be given. Are you getting that? So this narrative that the people who are given there are not people from Kibra. What of if they don't want? And I've told you, wamoja ni wamoja, hata ukampa 10 atapoteza 9, baki na moja ya. Even here in Bunge la Mwananchi, I've told you I've stayed here for long.
Yes.
And I can tell you, like the phone call I've just picked, somebody has requested me for 3 people to go and work in breweries. Casual. I've taken it when we are with you. And now, even if you take an effort, you take 1 or 2 people here. I've done it and given out my fare. Somebody doesn't turn up. That fare, that person will use that fare once 3 or 4 days has elapsed. You will come here and then start giving you stories. If you use your money, and amepoteza hii opportunity. Not for yourself, for him. So, what I'm saying is that we have scarcity of resources. And if you sleep on the job, the person seeing the viability of the resource will take it. Yes.
Hizi stories za kusema must go one term.
Yes.
Does it have any effect in the coming election?
Democracy. Democracy. Democracy, I did say here, at its own seed, that is leading the poor to the deathbed. What am I saying? Mheshimiwa M1 then, Moi, did say siasa mbaya ni maisha mbaya. If walio wengi wata decide it is one term, let me tell you, democracy will give them. If all factors are kept constant, democracy will give them. But from where I stand, as a serious proponent of President William Ruto, I don't see it yielding fruit. Because one, if you now sit somebody categorically and ask that person, why are you saying Ruto is one term? Some of them will tell you, I don't know. Are you getting that? And two, there are those who are saying one term because they are tribally inclined. Kuna wale wanasema Ruto ni one term kwa sababu Ruto doesn't come from their tribe. Kuna wale wanasema Ruto ni one term because they don't understand. But the moment now things will start working out, people will start understanding. Like now, I've always decided to come here and explain myself. Like now, I've just told them. Mbali ya kwamba nimewahi nikiwaambia tangu Ruto achukue ushukani, our agencies, government institutions are not making losses. I did challenge them here to one person to come up and tell me which government institution is making loss now. They didn't tell me. The only thing happens, I've just come up and told them, like now, KCB group of companies, through Paul Ruto, the CEO, has made a profit of 16.5 billion from last year of 16.48. Has accrued asset base of what? Asset base of 2 billion from 1.9 billion. Are you getting what I'm saying? So, with this one alone, if you realize KQ from ile time KQ ilianza in the 60s, KQ has been making losses. The only thing the government has been doing is to pump funds into KQ so that it remains afloat. Tangu Ruto achukue, KQ is making profit. Tunaelewana? So with this, kama kweli you are inclined to KQ, you are inclined to KCB, you are inclined to the kahawa sector, uko kwa maziwa, uko kwa nini, uko kwa miwa, then there are profits and you get bonus and you get your proceeds in time. Who will now come and convince you the Ruto government is not working? I stayed kwa society bila stima for long. Now the last connectivity inafanywa kwetu. Ile kitu ilikuwa naambiwa kama lazima muwe na stima, muungane mununue transformer at 600,000 na papol mutoe 15,000. That one is now water under the bridge. Tunafanya the last connectivity kwa mavijiji. Now what will make you now kusema Ruto aende nyumbani? Are you getting what I'm saying? So mimi nasema, I'm not castigating wale wanasema one term. Huenda they don't know. But the moment watajua, except wale wa fitina, hawatasema Ruto aende wapi? Aende nyumbani. But of course, let me tell you, from where I sit, any government that is working can never be popular. Kwa sababu kila mtu anataka yake na atapata. Lakini the moment huyo mtu ametoka ndiye atarealize. Wakati tukipinga Uhuru up to 2017, the moment Uhuru started working with Raila Amolo Odinga, I can tell you now, mali nikiwa naenda kwetu nachukua 9 to 10 hours, na ukifika unaenda kutafuta painkillers. Right now nikitoka hapa kwetu, tunaweza kaa na wewe mpaka saa ngapi? Saa 3 usiku. By saa 7 niko Kisii, nachukua pikipiki naenda kwetu mpaka kwa mlango kwa sababu ya lami Uhuru alituwekea. Are you getting what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, basically, Ruto hata kama watu wanampinga, lakini wanapinga na vitu ambazo hakuna. Now the last bit ambao sisi tukisema kama wanasiasa, watu wanasema tunaongea hate speech. But kama ukweli itabaki hate speech, so be it, mimi nitaongea. Mimi waambianga watu, the problem ya Ruto ni mbili. Ruto is one term president kwa mdomo ya watu sababu ni mbili. One, kwa sababu si Mkikuyu. I'll say that with a lot of confidence. Hata nikapelekwa kwa court of law nitasema. Sababu ya pili, Ruto ameingia kwa House of Lords bila wao kutarajia. Ruto ameingilia ile wanaita dynasty, bila wao kuexpect Ruto aingie pale. Wana mambo yao walikuwa wanafanya pale So Ruto amekuja as a new entrant. Why am I saying Ruto ameingia pale na ni shida? Ukiangalia the publicity going on, media houses, resources ni ya jamii moja ambao wataki Ruto. So basically utatarajia hii information gani ifikie raia? Si ya wenye media houses. Hata saa hii nyinyi watu wa social media ndi at least mmeleta nafasi, tunaweza ongea wasiwasi na tuchallenge. Mimi vile niko, I'm telling you the truth. Nimeitwa media houses 4 isipokuwa family. Hizi zingine last minute wana cancel. And because kwa nini wana cancel? Wana cancel because sasa nitaenda kuongea mambo ya Ruto pale na wataki Ruto. Are you getting what I'm saying? So shida ya kwanza ya Ruto ni kwa sababu si Mkikuyu. Shida ya pili ya Ruto, ameingia kwa dynasty pasipo hao watu kutarajia aingie pale. Because na narrative kama hizi affordable houses, let me now be factual. Affordable houses. Wewe, mimi na wewe unaweza pinga because you don't know. On economic of scale, the moment we have enough houses, let's say we are able to build hizo bed sitters mingi ambao watu wanaweza afford. Hizi 1 bedroom ya hiyo 12,000, watu wapate hizo mortgages. Wale watu wana 2 bedroom, hii mtu atalipa 12,000 na hiyo 2 bedroom italipwa 30,000. Utaenda hii ya serikali ama utaenda ile? Na kama utaenda ya serikali, are you seeing these people are making losses? I'll take you back to Likoni then. I like history. Likoni before the land classes, 2 bedroom house was going at 20,000. As at now we are talking, 2 bedroom house in Likoni unabembelezwa na 8,000. Juu ya mtu utawatoa hapa. So watu walisema because kuna wale wawili watatu walichinjwa then. So mtu anasema to be safe, staki Likoni. Are you getting what I'm saying? So then there is another thing ambao watu wanaongelea lakini hawaelewi. Why was SHA inakuwa fought? Why was SHA being fought? SHA ilikuwa inafightiwa na wale watu wana nafasi ya insurance firms. Wale wanaofa health scheme. Unanielewa? And SHA inakata mpaka the critical illness kama cancer. So if SHA can give you that service at a lower premium, na ile nyingine ina higher premium, and you can get the same service, what do you do? What do you do? Si unaenda kwa the lower premium. So kuna maneno mingi sisi watu wa chini tunafichwa na tunawekwa kubelieve what we are being told is right.
Kwa nini hizi vitu na teach kama hii ya SHA? Kwa nini haifikiangi hii teachings unasema hii? Mbona haifikiangi wananchi?
What I can tell you for free, I've just told you. Hii lead nyinyi watu wa social media ndio umefungua. Hii lead. How do we disseminate information? IEC materials. Kwa IEC concept, you are talking of any art materials, you are talking of ICT, you are talking of mainstream media. If I cannot access the mainstream media, how will I disseminate that information? Tunaelewana? Jambo la pili, narudia. Go and do your statistical analysis of the employees in the government. Hii hata mlete nani Malaika Gabriel, so long as atasikiza, it is not working because Ruto yuko pale. 3/4 si watu wake. Watafanya zile vitu wanafanya. That's why the other time mkisikia nikiongea pale, hata wakina Mwaura ni wakuja hapa ni niliwapiga ndio maana walikuja. Because niliwasema these sessional papers, these policies wanapeleka kwa cabinet sitting, zinakuwa ratified na zinapitishwa, zije implemented. Na raia wanapiga kelele kwa sababu ya nitty-gritties. Why are they not coming out then explain to the public what that policy is all about, so that wananchi waweze kuambia the challenges kusudi warekebi. So nilisema either they don't know, watoke kwa serikali, or they are sabotating the government president Ruto. See, I said that. And from there unaona wameanza kutoka. So information dissemination, we have to own the whole process. And with the young guys, wamechukua the advantage because we have challenges. Na challenges is global, like employment. So mtu akishapata kuna challenge, wanatumia hiyo kupiga gava. Are you getting that? Like sometimes somebody takes advantage over your naivety. Like my brother yesterday did challenge on the budgetary allocation of the ministries, or the art parasol for that matter. I hope today umeenda umefanya your due diligence. That for information we are giving was vulgar. Yes.
Now, hebu tuambie tukimalizia, tuambie hizi stories za Tanzania na Kenya,
Yes.
mali watu wanasema East African Community.
Yes.
Kenya is the only country kuna democracy and free speech. Uliona recently activists wa Kenya wanaenda Tanzania wanashikwa. Just explain to us to understand free speech ni gani, democracy ni gani, na ina affect aje wa Kenya.
Let me tell you. Kenya, we have democracy. But I did tell you, democracy is very important when the implementers are mature. If we are not mature, it is a vice to us. Kwa nini nasema hivyo? The same democracy imefanya our feminine lot, wanawake, they want to behave like us na uwezi kumuuliza. The same democracy. Utapata mtoto mdogo with that same democracy anakuambia dad, I have my rights. Na nataka kule kwako na kunye kwako. Umwambi. So, with the democracy, there's no problem. The only problem, na nasema, na nilisema na nikasema, is our bad manners. Hatunanga adabu. And that's why the other time I did say, you can never legislate moral. Tabia ya mtu, huwezi ukaenda ukakaa ukatengeneza sheria kusudi iweze kumrekebisha. Hata rekebika. Tunaelewana? So when it comes to our neighbors in East Africa, they have their level of democracy. You see, like you say Uganda doesn't have democracy because Museveni Kaguta has overstayed. And the Waganda people are not complaining. The only people complaining in Uganda are the Baganda community, who ambao wamegandamiza Uganda for those days. Why are these people comfortable with Museveni? Because there's this vice of a bigger community. And that's this concept of a bigger community ndio inatusumbua hapa. Kuna people who are entitled wanasema tuko wengi and therefore tukienda debe tutawachapa. Tunaelewana? So the concept of these people not being democratic is not here, that there. Go to Tanzania today. You have a problem with the law. The security personnel will salute you. Hi, my friend, how are you? Will you please allow me to arrest you? Is that one here in Kenya? In fact, if you come that way, then immediate thing utapata gumi ya raia. Are you getting that? So Kenyans, we don't have democracy. We don't have respect. One, do you believe it is only in Kenya that we have registered legit human rights institutions? They are there. What is it that is making them think they can liberate Tanzania and liberate Uganda? If it is not bad manners. Huh? With your history, go and check. Why was it South Africa in Cape Town, Kenyans were being chased away? Go and do your due diligence. It's not today. It was not today, not yesterday. Since I'm around 6 or 7 years ago. Why was it around 8 years ago, Kenyans were not being employed in Dubai? Why were the people of Dubai not ready to employ Kenyans? It is because of our bad manners. So these bad manners we want to inculcate. Let me take you to the flip side. Wache hii nchi mbili. Wacha niwache hizi nchi mbili. I did tell you I've overstayed in Bunge. The first time I was the chief of staff. When I was chief of staff, we did handle a case with the Royal Embassy of Saudi for 4 days. This is a consulate. What we were handling, our sisters to be mishandled in the Gulf, ikiwemo wale walikuwa wanauawa. Those people are top notch on how they do things. You'll bring on a case to case basis. Huyu msichana fulani anaitwa fulani Nafula. Alifanyiwa hivi ama alikufa. Watakuletea hiyo narrative yote mpaka videos. Mwisho wakishaleta hiyo narrative mpaka imefika mahali huyu ameumia, watakuambia sheria ndio hii. Na ile yao si eti umepatikana umekojoa bado unamwambia afande tuongee. Penalty yake wanamaliza pale pale. Are you getting what I'm saying? So the denominator tukiwa na President Ababu tulimaliza kwamba our bad manners itatuua. Unajua sheria yao inasema ukiwa mwanamume ama mwanamke, kama ulikuwa umezoea kama wewe ni mwanaume lazima ilale ndani ama mwanamke lazima ulale nao ndani, ukiamua kwenda in the Gulf, wale wanatumia sharia law, usikanyage huko, because utaenda kufunua ujulikane, maneno inaishia pale. Ushaona? Binadamu ni binadamu, uende uonyeshe bwana ya mtu paja na vile yetu tunakwanga na sikuembe. Atamadi akupige viringo bibi agundue, unawekwa kwa defreezer na inafungwa na inawashwa. Now there's nothing happens. Sisi tutaleta feelings mtu wetu ameuawa. But to them they are using the law. So what I'm saying, my senior brother, ni kwamba we don't have any hiccup with our international policy or relation with our neighboring countries. The only problem we have is our bad manners. The other time Magufuli alichoma kuku zetu Tanzania. Tunaelewana? How did it come out? Mnaenda na sheria zenu, mna behave ni kama wale hawana sheria. So what I'm saying, Wakenya tunahitaji maombi. Na hata hii maombi yetu sijui hata kama Mungu atachukua. Because tuna tabia zingine hakuna. Yes.
Sawa, tumalizie. Ungekuwa na neno gani kutuambie?
Mimi ile kitu ningependa niwaambie, I might not say serikali ya Ruto is 100%. But believe me you, just give him time. By the time we are clocking the end of next year, if it is about service delivery, I think we shall be around 80%. And that one is worth for his re-election. But besides that, let everybody man up and start looking for something to do to develop this country. Thank you.
Okay, so karibu.